Matthew chapter 11. After Jesus finished teaching his 12 disciples, he traveled around the towns of Galilee to teach and talk about God's message. 112 When John heard about what Jesus was doing while he was in jail, he sent his followers to ask Jesus, "Are you the one who is supposed to come, or should we wait for someone else?" Jesus answered, "Go tell John what you see and hear. People who couldn't see can now see. People who couldn't walk can now walk. People with skin diseases are healed. People who couldn't hear can now hear. The dead are alive again, and the poor people are hearing the good news. Happy is the person who doesn't lose faith in me." As John's followers were leaving, Jesus started talking to the crowd about John. "Why did you go out to the desert? To see grass blowing in the wind? Or did you go to see a man dressed in fancy clothes? No, people in fancy clothes live in palaces. So why did you go? To see a prophet? Yes, and I tell you, John is more than a prophet. He's the one the Bible talked about when it said, 'I will send my messenger ahead of you, who will prepare your way before you.' I tell you the truth, no one who has ever lived is greater than John the Baptist. But even the least important person in heaven is greater than he is. Ever since John the Baptist's time, the kingdom of heaven has been moving forward strongly, and strong people have been trying to take it. All the prophets and the laws of Moses were telling about what would happen until John came. And if you're willing to accept it, John is the one who was supposed to come. If you have ears, listen. What can I compare this generation to? They're like kids in the marketplace shouting to their friends, 'We played music for you, but you didn't dance. We sang sad songs, and you didn't cry.' When John came, he didn't eat or drink like everyone else, and people say, 'He has a demon.' I came eating and drinking, and people say, 'Look at him. He eats too much and drinks too much, and he's friends with tax collectors and sinners.' But wisdom is shown to be right by what it does." Then Jesus started criticizing the cities where he had done most of his miracles, because the people there didn't change their ways. "It's terrible for you, Chorazin. It's terrible for you, Bethsaida. If the miracles that happened in you had happened in Tyre and Sidon, they would have changed their ways long ago. But I tell you, Tyre and Sidon will have it easier on Judgment Day than you. And you, Capernaum, will you be lifted up to heaven? No, you'll be brought down to the underworld. If the miracles that happened in you had happened in Sodom, it would still be here today. But I tell you, Sodom will have it easier on Judgment Day than you." At that time, Jesus said, "I praise you, Father, Lord of heaven and earth, because you've hidden these things from the wise and smart, and revealed them to children. Yes, Father, this is what pleased you. My Father has given me everything. No one knows the Son except the Father, and no one knows the Father except the Son, and those to whom the Son chooses to show him. Come to me, all of you who are tired and have heavy loads, and I will give you rest. Accept my teachings and learn from me, because I am gentle and humble, and you will find rest for your souls. Because my teachings are easy, and my load is light.